Hey friends, Miss Theo here. So we're going to start our YouTube series with the video or with the read alouds. Our first book is The Perfect Present by Klein. So we're going to go ahead and get started on chapter 1. The Perfect Present. Making a list. I have a problem, a really big problem. There are so many toys I want for Christmas that I can't decide which ones to even put on my list. Let me tell you about it. Making a list. Only 2 more weeks until Christmas. I'd better start making my list, I said to my mom and dad. That's a good idea, my mom said. Do you know what you want this year? Boy, do I ever. I think I might need more than one piece of paper. Really? My dad said. Really? I ran over to the desk in the kitchen and grabbed some paper and a pencil. Can you help me write it? I'm not sure. I know how to spell some of the words. Of course, said my mom. What do you want to write first? Let me see. I think I want to write Video Fun Station. Video Fun Station, my sister Susie said. Do you know how much those cost? And they're almost impossible to get. So, she said, I wouldn't count on getting that. Everyone at school wants one, and none of the stores around here have any. I saw on the news last night that they get in a few every day, and you just have to wait in line, it said. A very long line, my dad interrupted. Yes, added my mom. Some of the people waited in line for 6 hours, only to find out that they were already gone. Aren't I worth it? I said, flashing my cutest smile and giving my mom a big hug. Yeah, right, Susie said, snickering. I think I'm going to be sick. Susie, that's not nice, said my dad. Please don't talk about your brother that way. Fine, she mumbled, but aren't you going to tell him about the fun station is out of question? Are you his mother or father? My dad asked her. Well, no. Then I suggest you let your mother and me worry about what is out of the question. Susie, said my mom, why don't you work on your own Christmas list? I'm sure there's things you want. Yes, there are. Then here's a piece of paper for you. You work on your own list, and we'll continue to help Freddy with his. Susie took the paper and moved down to the end of the table. If you really want the fun station, then put it on your list, said my dad. But remember that the things you put on your list are just suggestions for us and Santa. There are no guarantees. I know, but I really want it. So I'll put it on number 1 on my list. That way you and Santa know it's my first choice. You do that, said my mom. But first, don't forget to write your name at the top of the paper. Oh, I almost forgot, I said, giggling. I wouldn't want to get my list mixed up with Susie's. That's for sure, said Susie. I really don't want Commander Upchuck underpants for Christmas. What kind of weirdo asked for underpants for Christmas, I said. You, that's who, Susie said, laughing. That's not true. I've never put underpants on my Christmas list. I only put the good stuff. You, on the other hand, put the lamest things. I do not. Oh, yes, you do. Really? Like what? Like bubblegum pink nail polish and banana split lip gloss? What's wrong with those? Asked my mom. They're not toys. That's what's wrong, I said. On Christmas, you're supposed to get toys, not makeup. Says who? Susie asked. Says me. Well, that's the dumbest thing I've heard, said Susie. All right, enough you two, said my dad. Susie can put what she wants on her list, and Freddie, you can put what you want on your list. But if the two of you continue to argue, then we'll be done making lists. Understood? I nodded. Susie nodded. Good. The holidays are supposed to be a time for peace and happiness, not for fighting. I turned back to my paper and carefully printed Freddie's Christmas list. At the top, then I wrote a big number 1. I wrote video and fun, but then I had to have my mom help me with the rest. When I was done writing it, I underlined it and put 2 stars next to the number 1. There, I think you and Santa will know that I really want this. Yeah, I think we all get the picture, my mom said, laughing. Is that it? I thought you needed 2 pieces of paper because there were so many things that you wanted. Oh, I'm just getting started, I said, smiling. Let's see. Number 2, the new backlot baseball game for the fun station. Robbie and I saw a commercial for it on TV yesterday, and it looks really cool. You can set up teams and play against your friends. That does sound fun, said my dad. Can I play sometime? Of course, I said. Number 3, the new Thresher Shark Tooth. I saw it at Timeless Treasures at the mall. I definitely need one of those for my collection. Number 4, the new All About Sharks video. It shows some really awesome shark attacks. Oh, Freddy, said my mom. That is disgusting. Number 5, a real baseball bat, I said. If I'm going to play coach pitch this year in Little League, then I'm going to need a good bat. Number 6, the new Commander Upchuck laser sword. Those things are really cool. Max brought one to school the other day. I thought you weren't allowed to bring weapons to school, Susie said, looking up from her list. You're not. As soon as he took it out of his backpack at recess, Miss Whooshy took it away and he got sent to the principal's office. But I got a good look at it and it was awesome. Mom, how do you spell sword? It has a silent W in it, honey. You spell it S-W-O-R-D. That's weird, I said. So, are you almost done, Freddy? My dad asked. Done? No way. I chuckled. I told you, Dad, my list is really long this year. Well, we don't have all night, said my mom. I added numbers 7, 8, 9, and 10 to my list, and then I had an idea. I'll be back in a second, I said, getting out of my chair. Where are you going? Asked my mom. I just had to go up to my room for a second to check on the name of something, I called as I ran out the room and up the stairs. So that's it for chapter 1. You guys will have to check back and check on chapter 2 the next time. I hope you guys have a good evening. Bye.